Hi students, in this session we are going to discuss about another trigonometry topic. The topic name is compound angles. Compound angles. In the first topic of trigonometry, we already learned about the trigonometric ratios and their behavior in different quadrants and nature of the trigonometric identities, and we are doing some problems related to the concept. Now, after learning the first topic trigonometric ratios, now in this topic we are going to discuss about the nature of the trigonometric ratios among the compound angles. Now let us see what are compound angles and how trigonometric ratios behave on compound angles. Let me explain first what are compound angles. Let us consider A is one angle, B is another angle, and C is another angle. Generally, angles are denoted by the capital letters of the alphabets. Remember, never use small alphabets to represent an angle. For any angles ABC, if you consider the angles A plus B, A minus B, A plus B plus C, or A minus B minus C, so on like that, etc., etc. These are called as compound angles. Compound angles are nothing but two or more angles connected by plus or minus are called as compound angles. Now in this session we are going to discuss about the properties of the trigonometric ratios about the compound angles. Now let us first discuss the formulas related to the compound angles. Later I will explain the proofs of this properties of the compound angles. Now let us see the first formula. So remember students, trigonometry is completely based on practicing the formulas. If you practice the formulas well, then you can able to do the problems very easy manner. So remember the point. So the first formula in compound angles is sine of A plus B. Sine of A plus B. So sine of A plus B formula is sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So this is the first formula, sine of A plus B. Now the second one is sine of A minus B. Sine of A minus B. So it is similar to that format, sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. So this is the formula of sine of A minus B. Now let us see about cos formulas. Cos of A plus B. So which has the formula cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Now let us go for its negative value between AB. Cos of A minus B. The formula of cos of A minus B is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So first you have to practice to remember the formulas. So let me explain about these four formulas. If you observe the sine formulas, sine of A plus B or sine of A minus B, in its RHS part, one of the sine angle and another angle cos value is there. Whereas if you observe the cos formula, both cos angles one side and sine angles one side. So remember the difference of sine formulas and cos formulas. Students are generally getting confused to remember all it seems to be very similar. First, you have to observe and remember by difference of the formulas. Later, if you observe the sign formulas, sin A plus B in RHS again plus is there. Sin A minus B in RHS again minus is there. Whereas if you observe the cos formulas, cos A plus B, here between value symbol is minus. And in formula cos A minus B, the value of the symbol is plus. So remember, so in practicing formulas to remember these formulas, remember such type of identities you can practice to remember. And let me explain the next one, which is tan of A plus B. Tan of A plus B. Tan of A plus B. So tan of A plus B formula is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. So this is the formula of tan of A plus B. Now write its negative format, tan of A minus B. Tan of A minus B, which has the formula tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B. So these are the formulas for sine, cos and tan for the compound angles A plus B and A minus B. So in practice, in doing these formulas, better to practice to remember the formula from either side. Sin of A plus B is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, and practice in reverse manner also. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B is sin A plus B, and sin A cos B minus cos A sin B is sin A minus B. So you have to practice in both directions. If you practice the formula in both directions, then you can easily do the problems related to the concept. Now later we will start the proofs, how these occurs, how these formulas occurs. So we will observe the proofs of these formulas. Now let us discuss one formula proof, that is cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Sin A sin B. Before going to the proof, we have to consider one concept. Let us consider the coordinate system here. So before going to the proof of the formula, we need one concept related to the formula. Let me explain it first. Let us consider the coordinate system. This is the origin and this is considered as x-axis. Now consider a point A here and a point B here. This point join the point B to origin. Now let us consider the line OB makes an angle theta with, let us consider the line OB makes an angle theta with x-axis. Let us consider the ray OB makes an angle theta with the x-axis. So let me explain again. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. A is a point on x-axis and consider a point in this here, which the line OB makes an angle theta with x-axis. Now construct a right angle triangle. Draw a line AB which is perpendicular to x-axis. Let us consider the value of OA as x and the value of AB as y and the hypotenuse as r. So I am constructing a right angle triangle on the coordinate system. Now what is the value of cos theta here? In that triangle, what is the value of cos theta? Generally cos theta is ratio of adjacent side to hypotenuse, so which is x by r. By this x value will be r cos theta. Similarly, Consider the angle sin theta in the right angle triangle. Generally, sin theta is the ratio of opposite side to the hypotenuse, which is y by r. By this, the value of y will be r sin theta. By this, the value of y will be r sin theta. Generally, if we consider a point on a plane, it is generally x comma y. X is the x coordinate of the point and y is the y coordinate of the point. If that line makes an angle theta, so this coordinates becomes like this. Observe, what is x here? R cos theta. What is y here? R sin theta. So, if any line makes an angle theta with x-axis, and you can construct the point based on this value of theta and the value of r. If you know the value of r and you know the value of angle theta, so then you can able to construct the point of this point, which is r cos theta and r sin theta. Generally, we call that one as polar coordinate. So, constructing point like this, we call it as polar coordinates. So, in doing the verification of this formula, everyone has to know. My concept is, if any line makes an angle theta with the x-axis, then you can able to write those coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinate. So, x coordinate is r cos theta and y coordinate is r sin theta. Remember, if you consider this r value as 1 unit, then how this point becomes cos theta sin theta? Simply cos theta sin theta. When this happen, if you consider r is equal to 1. So, if you consider the length of the hypotenuse is 1, then the coordinates of the point will be cos theta sin theta. If you know that concept, then we can able to verify this formula. Now, consider coordinate system like here. Let us consider this is x-axis, this is the origin, this is the origin. Now, let us consider a point here. P is a point here. Now, let us consider Q is another point. Q is another point which makes an angle A. Which makes an angle A with x-axis. Let us consider P is on the x-axis and Q is a point on the plane which makes an angle A with the x-axis. Now again consider, let us consider R is a point here which makes an angle B. R is another point on the plane which makes an angle R, which makes an angle B with the same x-axis. With the same x-axis. So now let us consider another point S here. Another point S here. And let us consider this OS line makes an angle A plus B. Makes an angle A plus B with the x-axis. From this position to this position. That angle is A plus B. Now, in the diagram we are considering 4 points. P is a point on x-axis and Q is a point on the plane makes an angle A with x-axis and B is another angle made by the line OR and S is another point which makes an angle of A plus B with the x-axis. Now, without loss of generality, we have to consider the length of OP, OQ, OR and OS as 1 unit, which is simply 1. For the easy verification of the proof of the formula, we have to consider the length of OP, OQ, OS and OR as 1 unit. After considering OP as 1 and P is a point on x-axis, the coordinates of P will be 1, 0. The coordinates of P will be 1, 0. You know, on x-axis coordinate of y is 0 y coordinate has to be 0. Since already we consider OP as 1 unit, so its x coordinate is 1 comma 0 is its point. Now again, already from our previous discussion, I already explained about it. Here observe Q is a point on the plane. The line joining the origin makes an angle A. And also OQ as 1 unit here. So what are the coordinates? Already we discussed in our earlier stage. The coordinates of a point will be r cos theta and r sin theta. If you consider r as 1, the distance as 1 unit, then the coordinates will be cos theta, sin theta. So here this point Q makes an angle A, so that its coordinates will be cos A, sin A. So the coordinates of Q are cos A, sin A. Let me explain again. Actually the point is r cos theta, r sin theta. Here we are considering the length of OQ as 1. So, and the angle is A, so the point will become cos A, sin A. Later, now move to identify the point R. Actually, according to the concept, OR makes an angle B, but you can observe it is in the clockwise direction. Whenever you move in clockwise direction, you have to consider the angle there as minus B. So, this B has to be considered as minus B. Why? Because from x-axis, this OR we are observing in clockwise direction. That's why the angle is minus B. So that the point R becomes like this: cos minus B, sin minus B. Actually, the point will be cos theta, sin theta. Here the angle is minus B. Let me explain again why I am considering angle as minus B. Why? Because according to the diagram, this OR moves in clockwise direction. Whenever a ray moves in clockwise direction, we have to treat the angle as a negative angle. That's why even though you consider B as magnitude point of view, angle B is okay. But observing the direction of OR from OP, you should consider that one as a minus B. And also we know cos minus B is nothing but cos B, because cos minus theta is cos theta, and sin minus B is minus sin B, because sin minus theta is minus sin theta. Now try to observe the points of S also here. This line OS makes an angle A plus B, so that its coordinates will be cos A plus B, sin of A plus B. If you want to learn the proof of this concept, so you have to identify the coordinates of the points we consider on the diagram. Let me explain again. P is on x-axis. So, and already we consider OP as 1, so its coordinate will be 1 comma 0. OQ line makes an angle A, so that its coordinates will be cos A, sin A. OR makes an angle B in clockwise direction, so that the angle is negative minus B. So its point will be R into cos minus B, sin minus B. So it becomes cos B minus sin B. Again observe, S is a point which makes an angle A plus B. So I am considering this portion of angle as B. This is A, this is B. So that OS makes total angle A plus B. So that the coordinates of S becomes cos A plus B and sin A plus B. So by considering OS as 1 unit. Let me write the coordinates here. The P point is 1 comma 0 and the Q point is cos A, sin A, and the point R point is cos B minus sin B, and the point S is cos of A plus B, sin of A plus B. Cos of A plus B, sin of A plus B. So I am constructing two triangles here, joining PS and joining QR. So there you can observe two triangles. One is OPS. From triangle OPS, Let me draw the triangle as in smaller manner. This is P, this is S, this is O, which makes an angle A plus B. And another triangle, that is OQR. 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 Again, in triangle OQR, the magnitude of this angle will be A plus B. From this point to this point, to write the coordinates of R, you have to consider the angle as minus B. As magnitude point of view, that is B. So that the angle OQOR will be A plus B as point of view, as point of magnitude. And observe, OS, OP, OQ, OR are same. Already we considered that one. The angle is included, angle is same. So these two are similar triangles. These are similar triangles. These are similar triangles. Hence you can consider SP is equal to QR. The remaining two sides has to be equal. So OS, OP, OQ, OR both are all are equal to 1. And included angle is A plus B. So that the third sides has to be equal in both the triangles. So that you will get SP is equal to QR. So squaring on both sides, you will get SP square is equal to QR square. Squaring on both sides, you will get SP square is equal to QR square. So you have to know the formula of finding the distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points, let me write here, distance between 2 points AB is root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the formula to find the distance between 2 points. To find the distance between 2 points, the formula is like that, root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So to eliminate square root, already we are considering square. Now we have the point S and we have the point 1 also, P also. Now what is its distance SP? I am not mentioning the square root because already we considered square. So that it will become cos of A plus B minus 1, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 sin of A minus A plus B minus y1 is 0 there. Its P coordinate, second coordinate 0 whole square is equal to, now what is QR? We have Q point, we have R point. So applying distance formula, you will get cos A minus cos B whole square plus sin A minus sin B whole square. Sin A minus sin B whole square. Now here you have to follow, the expression is having A minus B whole square. So applying A minus B whole square, this will become cos square A plus B A square. B square 1 square is 1 minus 2 into AB cos A plus B into 1 becomes cos A plus B plus sin A plus B whole square minus 0 can't impact the value. So it will become sin square A plus B. In RHS also, this is again like A square A minus B whole square. So that write cos square A plus cos square B minus 2 cos A cos B. Again sin A minus sin B whole square, which is sin square A plus sin square B minus 2 sin A sin B minus 2 sin A sin B. Here you observe cos square A plus B sin square A plus B, which is like cos square theta plus sin square theta, which value, whose value is 1. 1 plus 1 minus 2 cos A plus B. Here also cos square A plus sin square A becomes 1. Cos square B plus sin square B becomes 1. And separating minus 2 from remaining 2, you will get cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Let me check here, minus sin B this one. So this will become plus. So you have plus here, separating minus, you will get minus here. So coordinates of R, observe the distance QR. considering cos A minus cos B, x2 minus x1 whole square, cos A minus cos B whole square, y2 minus y1, sin A minus of minus sin B becomes plus sin B whole square. So this is A plus B whole square, A square plus B square plus 2AB. So you will get that one. So here 1 plus 1 2, here also 1 plus 1 2, you will cancel both sides 1 1, and you will also cancel minus 2 on both sides. So you will get cos of A plus B like this. Cos of A plus B is equal to, which is the remaining part in RHS, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Actually, this is the formula. We are going to verify the formula. This is the proof of the formula. So let me overall explain it again. We have to consider Q is a point which makes an angle A with x-axis, and R is a point which makes an angle B in clockwise direction. We are considering, that's why you have to take the angle as minus B. So to understand the proof of this formula, everyone should know how we can write the coordinates of a point by using angle made by its line. So this is very important point. How we can write the point of Q, how you can write the point R, and how we can write the point S, which makes an angle A plus B. Q makes an angle A and R makes an angle minus B. That's why their coordinates occur. So considering both the triangles, both seems to be similar triangles, so that you will get the condition SP is equal to QR. Squaring on both sides and using the distance formula, root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, and doing general simplification, we come to the conclusion of the theorem, which is cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Based on using the formula cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, we can able to establish the remaining formulas also. So actually cos of A plus B formula is like this. Cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. This is the formula we prove in our previous time. Now we need to find what is the formula of cos A minus B. So to get the formula cos A minus B, now just put B with minus B in the same formula. So you have to replace B with minus B in the above formula. You will get like this, which is the cos of A, B replacing B with minus B, you will get minus B, which is equal to cos A. Replacing B with minus B, it will become cos minus B, and sin A replacing B with minus B, you will get minus sin minus B. So then cos A minus B formula becomes like this. Cos A, we know cos minus theta is cos theta, so that cos minus B is cos B, minus sin A into sin minus theta is minus sin theta, so that sin minus B will become minus sin B, minus sin B. So we get the formula cos A minus B like this. Cos A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So by using cos A plus B proof, we can able to verify cos A minus B also, which is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Now, then how we will verify sin A plus B formula? Let me write the cos A plus B formula again. Cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Now we are going to prove to verify the formula sin A plus B. Now observe sin A plus B. Now we have one concept. Sin theta you can convert it as a cos 90 minus theta. Cos 90 minus theta is nothing but sin theta. By using that concept and using the formula of cos A plus B, now we are going to verify sin A plus B formula. Now sin A plus B, first write that one as cos 90 minus of A plus B using the formula like that. Sin theta you can write that one as cos 90 minus theta. Now cos 90 multiplying minus into the bracket, it will become minus A minus B. Now write this one as two parts, 90 minus A as one part and minus B as another part. Now it seems to be cos A minus B. It seems to be cos A minus B. Already we discussed about it. Cos A minus B is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Now treating this one as cos of A minus B and applying its formula, cos A here 90 minus A, cos B plus sin A, sin 90 minus A, sin B. So applying cos of A minus B here, cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, just observe A replace with 90 minus A. And we already discussed cos 90 minus A is sin A. Sin A cos B. Sin 90 minus A is cos A. Cos A sin B. So we get the formula of sin of A plus B. So by using cos A plus B formula, we can able to find and verify sin of A plus B formula also. Later, to find the sin A minus B formula, just put B is equal to minus B to get sin A minus B formula, which is sin of A minus B is equal to sin A, replace B with minus B plus cos A, replace B with minus B, sin A, cos minus theta is cos theta, so that it is cos B, sin minus theta is minus sin theta, so minus comes as multiple, this plus becomes minus cos A sin B. So that you will get the formula of sin A minus B. So to verify all the properties of compound angles, first we verify the formula cos A plus B, and using cos A plus B formula you can able to prove the remaining formulas also. Now let us prove one more formula, which is tan of A plus B is equal to tan of A plus B is equal to tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A into tan B. So this is the another formula already we discussed. Now let us how it formula came. Tan of A plus B, actually we know tan theta is nothing but sin theta by cos theta. So that write tan of A plus B as sin A plus B by cos A plus B. Sin A plus B by cos A plus B. Already we verify both formulas, sin A plus B and cos A plus B. Write its formula sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, which is sin of A plus B. And write cos A plus B formula, which is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Remember, sometimes you may get confused by writing cos A plus B as cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Remember, cos A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. To get the value in terms of tan, so I am dividing the total numerator and denominator and each term. So I am writing here divide each term with cos A cos B. I am dividing each term with cos A cos B to get the final answer in terms of tan. So now observe sin A cos B by cos A cos B. I am dividing each term with cos A cos B. Cos A sin B by cos A cos B by cos A cos B by cos A cos B minus sin A sin B by cos A cos B. So I am dividing each term here with cos A cos B. My intention is to get the answer in terms of tan. That's why I am dividing each term of this expression with cos A cos B. Here observe cos B both get cancelled. Here cos A get cancelled, cos A cancel, cos B cancel here. Here no cancellations is there. Now observe what are the remaining parts. Sin A by cos A, which is tan A, plus sin B by cos B, which is tan B, by cos A get cancelled, cos B get cancelled, so you have 1 here, minus sin A by cos A is tan A, sin B by cos B is tan B. So we get the formula tan of A plus B. We get the formula tan of A plus B, which is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. You can try how we will obtain tan A minus B also. In the same manner, you can try it in same manner. So now what is tan A minus B? Sin of A minus B by cos of A minus B. Sin of A minus B by cos A minus B. And write the formula sin A minus B, which is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Now write cos A minus B formula, which is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Divide each term. Divide each term with cos A cos B. You will get the final answer in terms of tan. I am dividing with this one with cos A cos B, you will get tan A here, minus dividing with cos A cos B, you will get tan B. Here you will get 1 plus here you will get tan A tan B. So tan of A minus B is tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B. So by using cos A plus B formula, we can able to establish the verification of remaining formulas also. We have already seen some properties related to compound angles of sin, cos, tan. Now let us move to the compound angle formula of cot. So we are going to find the formula cot of A plus B. Cot of A plus B. Actually, we know the value of tan of A plus B. Already we proved that one. Tan of A plus B is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Now how we will obtain the formula for cot A plus B? As we know, the value of cot is 1 by tan. So write cot of A plus B as 1 by tan of A plus B. So write cot of A plus B as 1 by tan of A plus B. Now already we proved the formula for tan of A plus B is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A into tan B. 1 minus tan A into tan B. Now, so this is the denominator of the denominator, so it will come as numerator. So the next step will be 1 minus tan A into tan B by tan A plus tan B. So actually we want to find the formula in terms of cot, so that changing the value of tan into cot, write tan A as 1 by cot A and tan B as 1 by cot B. So in denominator also write tan A as 1 by cot A, write tan B as 1 by cot B. Now considering LCM, numerator LCM is cot A into cot B. Numerator LCM is cot A into cot B. So that after considering LCM, so here 1 is there, by taking cross multiplication with cot A into cot B, it comes cot A into cot B. So 1 into 1 you will get 1 minus 1 by denominator LCM is also cot A into cot B. Denominator LCM is also cot A into cot B, so that you will get numerator as a cot B plus cot A. Cot B plus cot A. So cot A get cancelled and cot B also get cancelled. So you can observe the remaining part of the formula, which is cot A into cot B minus 1 by cot B plus cot A. So this is the formula for cot of A plus B. So that which is equal to cot of A plus B. So you have to remember the formula for cot of A plus B like this. Cot A cot B minus 1 by cot B plus cot A. This is the formula for cot of A plus B. Now look at what about cot A minus B. Cot A minus B. So this is in general. First write the formula for cot of A plus B. Write the formula for cot of A plus B. What is? Already we proved that cot A plus B is cot A into cot B minus 1 by cot B plus cot A. Cot B plus cot A. To get the formula for cot of A minus B, just replace that B with minus B. You have to replace that B with minus B. You will get the formula for cot A minus B. You will get the formula for cot A minus B. Now replacing B with minus B, cot A into this will become cot minus B. Minus 1 by cot minus B plus cot A. We know the value of cot minus theta. Cot minus theta is minus cot theta. Remember, cot of minus theta is equal to minus cot theta. Cot of minus theta is minus cot theta. By that, cot minus B will become minus cot B, so that it will be minus cot A into cot B minus 1 by minus cot B plus cot A. Now separating minus from numerator, it will become like this: cot A into cot B plus 1, and again separating minus in the denominator, you will get cot B minus cot A. So minus minus in numerator and denominator get cancelled. So we will get the formula for cot A minus B. So cot A minus B formula is cot A into cot B plus 1 by cot B minus cot A. Cot B minus cot A. So these are the formula for the compound angles of A plus B and A minus B for cot. Remember, cot A plus B is cot A cot B minus 1 by cot B plus cot A, whereas cot A minus B is this one. Cot A minus B is cot A cot B plus 1 by cot B minus cot A. So we have already seen about A plus B, A minus B for sine, cos and tan, and these are the two formulas for cot. Now we are going to discuss some related concept to the cot A plus B, cot A minus B and tan A plus B and tan A minus B. Now look, one application related to the compound angles, that is tan of pi by 4 plus theta. So this is the application of tan of A plus B formula. So tan of pi by 4 plus theta value is 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta. 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta. So let us observe how the formula comes. We have the formula of tan of A plus B. We have the formula of tan of A plus B, which is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. So remember the formula of tan of A plus B is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Now let us consider A value as pi by 4 and B value as theta. By that you will get the required formula, which is tan of pi by 4 plus theta. Tan of pi by 4 plus theta, which is tan pi by 4 plus tan theta, replacing A with pi by 4 and B with theta. We get 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan theta. So pi by 4 is 45 degrees, and as we know, value of tan 45 is 1. So that tan pi by 4 value is 1. So this will become 1 plus tan theta by, in denominator also, tan pi by 4 is 1. 1 into tan theta becomes tan theta. So you will get 1 minus tan theta. You will get 1 minus tan theta. So remember the formula for tan pi by 4 plus theta is 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta. Later, if you change tan theta as a sin theta by cos theta, we will get another format for this, sin theta by cos theta by 1 minus sin theta by cos theta. Taking LCM to numerator and denominator, it will become like this, cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta minus sin theta. Cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta minus sin theta. So we have two formats for tan pi by 4 plus theta. So you can remember this one. Tan pi by 4 plus theta is 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta. Or you can remember tan pi by 4 plus theta is cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta minus sin theta. In the same manner, we can go for tan pi by 4 minus theta also. So this is like tan A minus B formula. So the formula of tan A minus B is tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B. Applying that formula, it will become like this, tan pi by 4 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan pi by 4 into tan theta. So now we are going to find out the value for tan pi by 4 minus theta in the same manner as tan pi by 4 plus theta. So again, tan pi by 4 is 1. So it will become 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta. So this is one of the format for tan pi by 4 minus theta. So you have to observe carefully about tan pi by 4 plus theta and tan pi by 4 minus theta. So the value get reversed. Observe that one. So by changing tan theta as a sin theta by cos theta, later we will get another format, sin theta by cos theta. And taking LCM for numerator and denominator, this expression becomes like this, cos theta minus sin theta by cos theta plus sin theta. So this is the formula for tan pi by 4 minus theta. So we can remember tan pi by 4 minus theta like this, which is 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta. And its another format is in terms of sin cos, tan pi by 4 minus theta is cos theta minus sin theta by cos theta plus sin theta. And also remember that one, tan pi by 4 plus theta will be equivalent to cot pi by 4 minus theta. Remember this point? So no need to find what is cot pi by 4 minus theta. Tan pi by 4 plus theta is equivalent to cot pi by 4 minus theta. So pi by 4 plus theta and pi by 4 minus theta are complementary angles. Adding these two, you will get pi by 2. That's why tan theta will be cot 90 minus theta. By that you will get cot pi by 4 plus theta. And here also, tan pi by 4 minus theta in terms of cot, which is cot pi by 4 plus theta. So you can remember the formula as in terms of tan or in terms of cot. So these are the applications of tan A plus B and tan A minus B, taking one of the angle pi by 4 and we know the value of tan pi by 4 is 1. By that we get this type of formats. So you have to remember tan pi by 4 plus theta, either 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta, or cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta minus sin theta. Tan pi by 4 minus theta is 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta. You can directly consider the formula without expanding by using formula. And its another format is cos theta minus sin theta by cos theta plus sin theta. Now let us see one more application of the compound angle, that is sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b. Sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b. Already we proved the formula of sin of a plus b and sin of a minus b, and we are going to obtain the value if these two are multiplied. The product of these two values you can remember like this, which is sin square a minus sin square b. Its formula is sin square a minus sin square b, or you can remember this one in terms of cos like this, cos square b minus cos square a. If you want to remember the formula in terms of sin, that is sin square a minus sin square b. Otherwise, if you want to remember the same formula in terms of cos, which is cos square b minus cos square a. Let us observe its proof. Now consider sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b. Sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b. Now write the formula of sin of a plus b, which is sin a into cos b plus cos a into sin b. And now write the formula for sin a minus b. So which is sin a into cos b minus cos a into sin b. So writing sin a plus b formula and sin a minus b formula, and observing these two as seems to be like a plus b into a minus b. These two are like this, a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b, we write that one as a square minus b square. So the expression is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So you can write that one as a square minus b square, which is sin square a cos square b minus cos square a sin square b. A is sin a cos b, considering square it will become sin square a cos square b. Cos a sin b treating as b, so its square is cos square a sin square b. We need to get the formula in terms of sin. That's why I am changing the cos values, and you can change cos square b as 1 minus sin square b, and cos square a as 1 minus sin square a. To get the formula in terms of sin, we are changing cos square b as 1 minus sin square b and cos square a as 1 minus sin square b. Expanding, you will get the required answer. Sin square a into 1 is sin square a minus sin square a into sin square b, sin square a into sin square b, minus 1 into sin square b, minus into minus becomes plus sin square a into sin square b, sin square a into sin square b. So in this expression, we have one negative value sin square a sin square b and a positive value sin square a sin square b. Both will get cancelled, and the remaining part is sin square a minus sin square b. So this is one of the answer of the considered formula. If you want to remember the formula in terms of cos, now change sin square a as 1 minus cos square a, sin square b as 1 minus cos square b. Now 1 minus cos square a, multiplying minus into the bracket, you will get minus 1 plus cos square b. Here is again in this expression plus 1 minus 1 both get cancelled, and considering plus value as the first term, which will become cos square b minus cos square a. So remember the formula for sin a plus b into sin a minus b. Whenever you have the expression in that format, sin a plus b into sin a minus b, you can write that one in terms of sin as sin square a minus sin square b, or cos square b minus cos square a. Now let us see how the formula changes for cos also. So next formula is this one, cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b. Next formula is cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b. It has two answers. One is cos square a minus sin square b, or you can remember this one with cos square b minus sin square a. So remember, cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b is cos square a minus sin square b, or you can remember that one with cos square b minus sin square a. These are the applications of the already we discussed formulas. Already we discussed sin a plus b, sin a minus b. What is the value by multiplying these two values? So the discussion is about like that. Here also, for this let us consider cos a plus b into cos a minus b, cos a plus b into cos a minus b. So we know the formula for cos a plus b is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So this is the formula for cos a plus b, and write what is cos a minus b, that is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Again, if you observe this one, this is again like a plus b into a minus b into a plus b, which you can write a square minus b square. So for the expression considering a minus b into a plus b, which has to be a square minus b square, so this will become cos square a cos square b minus sin square a sin square b, sin square a sin square b. Now changing cos square b as 1 minus sin square b, cos square b as 1 minus sin square b, and change sin square a as 1 minus cos square a, you will get sin square b into sin square b. Now expanding this one, cos square a into 1 is cos square a, cos square a into sin square b, minus 1 into sin square b, this will become minus sin square b, minus into minus you will get plus cos square a into sin square b, cos square a into sin square b. Now again observe here, one same term with the positive sign and negative sign get cancelled, and the remaining value we obtained is cos square a minus sin square b. So this is the formula for cos a plus b into cos a minus b. Later, to get the other format, change cos square a as 1 minus sin square a and sin square b as 1 minus cos square b. So changing cos square into sin square and sin square into cos square. Expanding, you will get this second format, 1 minus sin square a minus 1 plus cos square b. So here also plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled, and taking positive value in the first place, it will become cos square b minus sin square a. So we get the second format of the formula. So already we discussed tan a plus b and tan a minus b and its application, tan pi by 4 plus theta and tan pi by 4 minus theta. So this is also similar to that one. Knowing sin a plus b, sin a minus b, and getting multiplication. So what are the results? Sin a plus b into sin a minus b, remember? Very useful concept this one. Sin a plus b into sin a minus b is either sin square a minus sin square b or cos square b minus cos square a, and another format cos a plus b into cos a minus b, which is, remember, you may get confused. cos square A minus sin square B, that one. So generally we may get confused by writing this one as cos square B. So remember that is the main important issue here. Cos A plus B into cos A minus B is cos square A minus sin square B, and it's another format, cos square B minus sin square A. Depend upon the situation of the problem, we need to use any of the formula. After practicing all the formulas related to compound angles, now we are going to find some values. So in the topic trigonometric ratio, we practice to remember some fixed angles to the trigonometric ratios. They are 0, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. Now after using compound angle formulas, we can able to establish some more angles like 15 degrees, 75 degrees using the formulas of compound angles. Now let us first find what is the value of sine 15 degrees. Sine 15 degrees. Now we are going to find the value of sine 15 degrees. So to find the value of sine 15 degrees, we have to take the formula of sine A plus B. Sine A minus B actually. What is the formula of sine A minus B? Which is sine A cos B minus cos A sin B. So this is the formula of sine of A minus B. Now let us think how we will get 15 degrees. If you take A value as 45 degrees and B value as 30 degrees, by taking A minus B, 45 minus 30, you will obtain the value of 15. So by taking the formula sine of A minus B and replacing A with 45 degrees and B with 30 degrees, you can able to find the value of sine 15 degrees. Or you have another choice also. Take A value 60 and B value 45. Then only you will get 60 minus 45. Again you will get 15 degrees. So not only this consideration, by considering A is 60 and B 45, you can able to find sine 15 also. Now let me do this. Sine of 45 minus 30. So using the same format, replacing A with 45 and B with 30, cos 45 sin 30. Cos 45 sin 30. So this will become sine 15. What is sine 45? 1 by root 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So you can observe 2 root 2 is its LCM. 1 into root 3 you will get root 3 here. 1 into 1 you will get 1. So the value of sine 15 degrees we obtained is, so you have to remember this value, which is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. So sine 15 degrees value is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Similarly, let us find what is cos 15. In the same manner, we are going to find what is the value of cos 45. For this, let us consider cos A minus B formula again. What is cos A minus B? Which is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Generally, cos has a opposite sign from LHS to RHS. If minus is here, in RHS it will have plus sign. Now again taking A 45 and B 30. Let me try in another manner, A 60 and B 45. Taking A 60 and B 45, this will become cos 60 minus 45. So which is cos 60 cos 45 plus sin 60 sin 45. So this will become cos 15 degrees. Cos 60 value is 1 by 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, sin 60 is root 3 by 2, sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Again 2 root 2 is the LCM. you will get 1 plus root 3. 1 into 1 is 1, root 3 into 1 is root 3. So you can remember like this, cos 15 degrees value is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. So you have to remember the formula for cos 15 like that. Root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. If you observe both values, sin 15 and cos 15, so which are closely equal, just there is small difference. Root 3 minus 1 for sin and root 3 plus 1 for cos. So you have to observe carefully what is the value of sin 15 and what is the value of cos 15. If you know the value of 15, you can able to find the value of 75 also. If you want to find the value of sin 75, look here, sin 75. So sin 75, you can write that one as 1 into 90 minus 15. By the concept of trigonometric ratios, write 75 like this. 90 multiple 1 is odd. 90 minus is quadrant 1. So that it will become cos 15. So already we have the value of cos 15, which is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. So here you observe, you will get the value of sin 75 also here. So sin 75, which is nothing but cos 15, and that is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Sin 75 equivalent to cos 15. Why? Because 15 and 75 are both are complementary angles. Adding 15 plus 75, you will get 90. Both are complementary angles. Again, if you want to find cos 75, again do in the same manner, write 75 as 1 into 90 minus 15. 1 is odd number, sin changed as, cos changed as sin 15. 90 minus is quadrant number 1, so again you will get positive sign. So you have the value of sin 15, which is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. So cos 75 value is nothing but sin 15. You have to remember like that. Cos 75 is sin 15 and sin 15 we have root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Or you can directly find sin 75 also. You can directly find sin 75 also. 45 plus 30. Do same. Consider sin A plus B formula. Take A as 45, B as 30. You will find out the value of sin 75. In this manner also you will obtain those values, sin 75 and cos 75. For finding cos 75, consider cos A plus B. Put A as 45 and B as 30. You can go for finding cos 75 also. So after practicing 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degrees, later we need to remember some more values. In this topic compound angles, you have to remember the values of 15 degrees and it's related. So if you know the value of 15 degrees, you can able to understood, you can find the remaining values also like this 90 minus 15, 90 plus 15, 180 minus 15, 180 plus 15. So you can find out those values also. 165, which is 180 minus 15. So finding only 15 degrees, it is not only stick to that. You can able to find the remaining values also. 270 plus 15, 270 minus 15. So whether 15 degrees right side of a quadrant angle or left side of a quadrant angle, you can able to find those values also. 90, 90 minus 15, 90 plus 15. 180 like this. This is the coordinate system we consider in trigonometric ratios. This is 90. For 90 minus 15, 90 plus 15. Both you are now able to find out. 180 minus 15, 180 plus 15. 270 plus 15, 270 minus 15. 360 plus 15, 360 minus 15. So these are the values you can able to establish. 90 minus 15, 90 plus 15. 105. 180 minus 15, which is 165. 180 plus 15, which is 195. 270 minus 15, which is 255. 270 plus 15, which is 285. 360 minus 15, which is 345. 360 plus 15, which is 375. For these angles also you can able to find out using the value of sine 15 degrees. You can able to establish some more angles related to 15 degrees. Now we will see what is the value of tan 15 and what is the value of cot 15. Now let us try to find out the value of tan 15 degrees. What is the value of tan 15 degrees? You can find tan 15 degrees in the same manner as already we learned to find the value of sine 15 and cos 15. So by taking tan A minus B formula and taking A as 45, B as 30, you can able to find the value of tan 15 also. Let us try in another easy method. Already we have sine 15 and already we have cos 15. By using both values, you can able to find the tan 15 easily. Without considering tan A minus B formula, we have another way. So I am doing in that manner. So you can able to find tan 15 the same manner already we did in sine 15 and cos 15. But here after finding sine 15 and cos 15, I am using both values to find tan 15. So now what is the tan actually? This is sine by cos. So you can write tan 15 as a sine 15 by cos 15. Tan theta is nothing but sine theta by cos theta. Now you have both values. What is sine 15? Root 3 minus 1 by 2 root. What is cos 15? Root 3 plus 1 by 2 root. Root 3 plus 1 by 2 root. So 2 get cancelled and root 2 get cancelled. So the value will be root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. So you can remember the value of tan 15 like this. Tan 15 is root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. So generally, if denominator contain any third part, we are generally rationalizing that part. So by considering rationalizing to the denominator, we will get another format. So root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. Its rationalizing factor is root 3 minus 1 by root 3 minus 1. So numerator becomes root 3 minus 1 into root 3 minus 1, which is root 3 minus 1 whole square. Denominator is like a plus b into a minus b. So write that one as a square minus b square. So treating numerator as a minus b whole square, a square, root 3 whole square is 3 plus b square, 1 square is 1 minus 2ab, which is 2 root 3 by root 3 whole square is 3, 1 square is 1. Applying a minus b whole square formula. 3 plus 1, 4 minus 2 root 3 by 3 minus 1 is 2. So you can separate 2 in the numerator. So taking 2 as a common factor, the remaining part is 2 minus root 3 by 2. So 2 get cancelled and you will get the final value, which is easy to remember, which is 2 minus root 3. So the value of tan 15 we need to remember is this one. Tan 15 degrees is either root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1, or considering rationalization to the denominator, you will get another format, another value, which is 2 minus root 3. That is the value of tan 15. Now let us go for cot 15. Let us go for cot 15. Now see, cot 15. Generally you will get idea if tan is did a by taking sine by cos. In the same manner, cos 15 also we can do by taking cot theta is cos theta by sine theta. So you can write cot 15 as cos 15 by sine 15, and using those two values sine 15 and cos 15, you can able to find cot 15. But I am going in another way. We know the value of tan 15 here, and as we know cot theta is nothing but 1 by tan theta. So I am writing cot 15 as 1 by tan 15. That means I am finding cot 15 by using the value of tan. Already I can remember the value of tan 15 degrees is 2 minus root 3. So again I am considering rationalization for the denominator 2 minus root 3. Rationalizing factor of 2 minus root 3 is 2 plus root 3 by 2 plus root 3. So which is 1 into 2 plus root 3 is 2 plus root 3 by denominator is like a minus b into a plus b, it will become 2 square minus root 3 whole square. So which is 2 plus root 3 by 2 square is 4, root 3 whole square is 3. So you will get 2 plus root 3 by 1, 4 minus 3 is 1. So you can remember cot 15 like this, which is 2 plus root 3. So the value of cot 15 you have to remember is 2 plus root 3. So tan 15 is 2 minus root 3 and cot 15 is 2 plus root 3. Already we discussed in the sine cos analysis. If you know the value of 15 degrees, you can able to find the value of 75 degrees also. I am considering the values here. Tan 75 degrees which is equal to cot 15 degrees, remember. Why? Because 75 and 15 are complementary angles. Both values are 2 plus root 3. If you know the 15 degrees values of tan and cot, you can able to remember the value of tan 75 and cot 75 also. And cot 75 degrees value, which is nothing but tan 15 degrees. And we know the value of tan 15 is 2 minus root 3. So after knowing the value of 15 degrees, you can able to establish the values of 75 degrees there. Remember that one. Cot 75 equivalent to tan 15, which is 2 minus root 3. So you have to think like that. If you know the value of 15 degrees, then you can able to find some more angles related to 15 degrees. 90 minus 15, 90 plus 15, like that. Now let us go for, we already did sine 15, cos 15, tan 15, cot 15. Next what? Let us try for cosecant 15. Cosecant 15 degrees. Actually, we know cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So cosecant 15 is 1 by sine 15. Cosecant 15 is 1 by sine 15. And already we obtained the value of sine 15, which is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Sine 15 is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. So this will become 2 root 2 by root 3 minus 1. So it is not easy to remember the value. That's why I am rationalizing that one. 2 root 2 by root 3 minus 1 into root 3 plus 1 by root 3 plus 1. Take its rationalizing factor of the denominator. So it will become 2 root 2 into root 3 plus 1 by root 3 whole square minus 1 square. So the denominator is a plus b into a minus b. So doing simplification further, it will become root 3 plus 1 by 3 minus 1. 2 root 2 into root 3 plus 1 by 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 get cancelled here. And multiplying root 2 into the bracket, root 2 into root 3, which is root 6. Root 2 into 1, which is root 2. So you have to remember the value of cosecant 15, this one. The value of cosecant 15 is root 6 plus root 2. Remember that one. Cosecant 15 value is root 6 plus root 2. Now, let us finish this concept by finding secant 15 also. In the same manner, secant 15. Secant is the reciprocal of cos. So secant 15 is equivalent to 1 by cos 15. Now use the value of cos 15, which is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. So doing in the same simplification as we did in cosecant 15, this is 2 root 2 by root 3 plus 1. Now again considering rationalization factor to the denominator, which is root 3 minus 1. So 2 root 2 into root 3 minus 1 by root 3 whole square minus 1 square. 2 root 2 into root 3 minus 1 by 3 minus 1. 2 root 2 into root 3 minus 1 by 3 minus 1 is 2. Again 2 get cancelled. 2 get cancelled and multiplying root 2 into the bracket. Root 2 into root 3 which is root 6. And root 2 into 1 is root 2. Root 6 minus root 2. So remember the value of secant 15. Secant 15 is root 6 minus root 2. So for the angle 15 degrees, we can able to find all values using the compound angle formulas, and we can able to establish the related 15 degrees values, 75, 105 like that. And also remember one point, sometimes we may get confused. What is the value of 15 degrees in radians? So everyone should remember 15 degrees is equivalent to in radians, that is pi by 12. Pi by 12 is 15 degrees. Remember this point. So you have to practice to remember the formulas in terms of degrees and radians also. Pi by 12 is nothing but 15 degrees. Remember that one. Sin pi by 12 is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Cos pi by 12 is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Tan pi by 12 is 2 minus root 3. Cot pi by 12 is 2 plus root 3. Cosecant pi by 12 is root 6 plus root 2. And secant pi by 12 is root 6 minus root 2. So these are the formulas and these are the values you have to practice to do the problems in the topic compound angles. If you practice all these formulas and you can able to remember these values, we can do the problems very easily. So in our next session, we will do the problems related to the compound angles concept. Thank you.